What's up everybody, Tommy here, Math Productions Gaming, and this video is going to be kind of two different things going on here. The first half, what we're doing is we're talking again about supply lines, creating a supply line network, and how in my opinion you can most efficiently do all that and keep track of everything. And then the other half, well, we'll just talk about it once we get to that point, right? But like you see on screen here, we've got this set of settlements all connected together to Starlight. It's connecting that whole northwest portion of the Commonwealth, and it's creating a settlement network in there, right? And we've talked about how that's why we unlock Covenant, so that way Tenpines, Outpost Zimonja, they can feed down into Covenant. We can have a little bridge between Covenant and Starlight, and then Covenant will kind of be that main hub for the north central, northeastern settlements that we might be able to create or unlock in the Commonwealth, right? So you see on screen here, we went to Sunshine, we sent a couple of the settlers to both Starlight and to Covenant. We went to Starlight and we got one of those settlers to create that supply line into Covenant. And then we went to Covenant and we took two of those settlers that we had sent over from Sunshine and we sent them to create supply lines to those northern settlements, Tenpines and Outpost Zimonja. So I'm very happy with what we have set up so far. In my opinion, it's very clean. It's like a little branch spiderweb kind of going on. Maybe not spiderweb, I don't know, but I think it's clean, it's efficient, and again, it's easy to maintain. If you're just creating outpost recruitment beacons at all of your settlements and you just have a ton of settlers going around, it's easy to kind of lose track of what settlements actually home the settlers that are connecting in those supply lines. So I like having just one or two main hubs, or maybe a suburban type settlement from that hub is the one that brings the settlers in. I can reassign the settlers from that suburban type settlement, place them in the main hub for that section, and then send those supply lines out from that main hub. I hope that all makes sense, right? But now, on to the second portion of this video. Since I was out there at Covenant and I had this new T51 and I didn't really know what else I wanted to do, I don't really have enough raw resources to really build anything extravagant at this point. And I considered starting between that trio I got now of Covenant, Tenpines, and Outpost Zimonja. I thought about starting some building there, but I didn't want to just yet, because really what I'd have to do is use the Scrap That Settlement mod and go through and just scrap out an entire settlement or two to get the resources I need again at this point, which wouldn't take that long. I just didn't really want to do it in the moment. And I even considered like going up to Sanctuary, because I haven't done really hardly any scrapping in Sanctuary. And if you do use Scrap That Settlement and you go through Sanctuary in full, you will be set on resources for a little while, for sure. So I thought about doing that, and maybe even adding some extra building in Sanctuary. I thought about doing like a roadshow showcase episode type thing, where maybe I do a little building in Sanctuary, a little building in Red Rocket, maybe a little building somewhere else. But I ultimately decided we're going to save the building for another day. We're going to do one of my favorite things to do in this game, especially when you can't figure out anything else you want to do. This is one of my go-tos. It's actually similar to one of my main philosophies in survival that I've continuously mentioned and harped on its importance. So where I say in danger to turn the opposite way and just run, sometimes for enjoyment, for fun, just to explore, pick a direction and just run. Just go as far as you can go, see what happens, try to avoid danger. You saw on screen, we saw some stingwings. That's an instant death for me at this point in the game for sure, probably even in power armor. So we're going to avoid that. But I want to just keep going east. I want to see what happens if we keep going east. I know if I actually make it out to the coast, check this out, we might. But I know that I could show where Far Harbor starts. Oh, that's a Deathclaw. See the screen shaking? That is a Deathclaw. Oh, just run. Don't even look back. Just run. Get to the water. Oh, look at that. Haha! In action. We was just talking about it. I told you. Number one strategy in survival. Whenever you know when that spidey sense goes and says, hey, get out of here, you dip. You don't look back, you just go. And this time, it saved us from a death claw. So heck yeah. But at the beach, we're just going to leave it right there for now. Dropped off the T-51, head out into the water, and since we're already here, like I said, if you didn't know, this is how you start the Far Harbor DLC. You go all the way out to the far east coast, up in the northeast corner. You'll find this nice little house with a red roof. It's got a nice boat out front. And this is where you can start and head off to Far Harbor. We're not going to do it right now. I've read repeatedly it's way better if you take Nick Valentine with you, that he's got a bunch of good, unique dialogue up in Far Harbor. So I think that's going to be the play. We'll eventually head back towards Diamond City. I'm going to try to pick up Piper. We'll head out to the substation. We'll try to rescue Nick. And then I think maybe we'll come back and check out what's going on at Far Harbor. But honestly, this is where I should have ended the episode. I should have just stopped when I was at that cottage on the beach and just gone with an exit save, rolled the dice, and saw what happened whenever I came back to the game next. Curiosity, though. And sometimes, I'm a Leo, so we all know what happens with cats and curiosity. But I decided, let's just go down. We'll head south along the waterline. I haven't saved since I was last at Covenant. So if a worst case scenario were to happen, all that we're losing is this exploring. We just go right back to Covenant. The supply lines are already set and saved. Those are good to go. But I was like, let's just continue south. We'll find someplace safe with a bed for sure. And we'll just save there. But then I was like, what is this? What is this orange? Someone tell me what this place is. I have no idea what this place is, and it immediately took me out. So we're going back to Covenant at the start of next episode for sure. But I have no idea what this place is. Definitely didn't like that, but I do hope you liked the video. If you did, I hope you press the like button. If you press the like button, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Helps me out a lot when you do, and there's tons more content on the way. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And as always, take care.